Yo, what is going on, guys? Mobile Care News here, and T-Mobile is now offering newer devices to test their network, basically their eSIM. So basically, what happens is you get an eSIM, you attach it to you put it your device. Let's say you're with Verizon like me, and I want to test T-Mobile's network. Let's say I never had T-Mobile. I want to test their network. Once you put this eSIM, you can basically test their network while still being on your own network. You just have two different networks that will go side by side. So T-Mobile is basically hoping that this will convince people to join their network, test it out, see for themselves, see how the service goes. As you can see here by the article, they're trying to get as many customers more as possible. T-Mobile already has 300 million customers at the moment for their service, and they're hoping this test drive program will get more customers to go to them. Now, the thing is, this is completely free, so T-Mobile isn't making any money off it. They're not profiting. It's basically free, which is kind of interesting because nothing is really free. But it's T-Mobile, and they're making it free, testing it with no credit card, no hassle, and we already know my experience with T-Mobile, guys. It wasn't that good. People might find it good. People might actually like it. They'll go to T-Mobile. If they want to go to T-Mobile, great, no complaint. If you're leaving AT&T or Verizon, yeah, go ahead, try it out. But a fair warning from a former T-Mobile customer, it's not what you're expecting. And if you hear in the news that T-Mobile is investing $12 billion into their network, and that hypes you up, and you think T-Mobile is going to the moon, well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news to those people. I mean, this is just the truth. I'm not trying to be salty. I'm not trying to be rude, mean, or anything. It's just the truth, guys. Like, the truth always has to come out. And it's not what you expect. Yeah, $12 billion is a lot of money, but T-Mobile is investing $50 billion. That's a huge difference. And with coverage, it just depends on where you live, what location you're at. It all varies, guys. It really does. Don't believe everything you hear that you think is good. If I do a speed test one day for Verizon and they don't have coverage, then they don't have coverage in that area. It's just a fact. Either they'll get it later or never. I don't know how they work. I don't know how the company works. But T-Mobile is very different. They market you, the individual, soon to be their customer, to go to their service. You can test it out. If you traveled, you can test it out. Yeah, go ahead, it's fine. But I'm hearing from subscribers and other people through YouTube and other social media platforms that T-Mobile is not what they say they are. Like, yeah, they can market all they want, but if they don't have a solid coverage, the Sprint merger doesn't even matter. The Sprint merger does not even matter at this point. The fact, ever since they merged, my service has gone it hasn't gone well. It really hasn't gone well. I was getting good speeds, but then I noticed a drop, and one of the towers that I did a speed test with, it dropped, and my speed tests were not going so well. And then surprisingly, I never got no service for T-Mobile. That's how you know they've improved their service. You don't see up here in the top screen. It should say no signal or no service. T-Mobile has done a good job doing that. They've done a really good job doing that. You get better coverage than they did 5-6 years ago. But they still can't compete. They still can't compete with Big Red or Blue. That's basically the nicknames for Verizon and AT&T. They still can't. No matter how much they market it, no matter how much they say they're doing this, they're doing that, it's not the truth. T-Mobile needs to just come out and say, look, we have a good network now, but we're not even close. We're not good as Verizon and AT&T. They need to come out with that, but they won't say that. They'll say they're the best. They say they're number one to get people to go to their service. And what disappoints me is that they get more and more people into their service, but the service doesn't improve. Like, how are you supposed to keep customer? Like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen eventually, sooner or later. And this is not even like, I'm not even like being hating towards T-Mobile. This is just facts. Sooner or later, if you don't improve your network, or if you don't improve those laggy speeds or that no coverage or whatever, if you don't improve that, regardless if you have more towers and more coverage because of Sprint, that doesn't matter. If you don't improve, if you don't actually do something, people might leave. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to be that guy telling you the truth in front of your face, but people will leave. Like, and I don't blame them. They can leave if they want to. It's just that's how the service is, honestly. T-Mobile hasn't done a good job with their improved speeds, and they're basically lack of engineering to see how I know how they're doing it, and they'll always be last. T-Mobile says they're going to invest $60 billion into their service, which is, when I heard that about that, that's great. That's awesome. That I was hyped about that until I heard that it's going to take them 8 to 10 years to do that. And I was just like, I'm sorry, 8 to 10 years? And what's even worse, they're not even going to improve coverage in some areas until years to come. But when I heard that they're investing $60 billion into their network in about 10 years, I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, Verizon and AT&T are going to beat you on that, everybody. I hate to say that. I hate to tell you the truth. They're going to beat you on that. It's just, no, there's no way you can compete. By 10 years, yeah, your coverage will be good. It will be solid. It will be good. Still won't be able to match Verizon. Verizon will be way ahead of you. And just imagine when 6G comes along. 6G, I don't know how T-Mobile's going to do with 6G. They're going to hype it up again as usual. They're not going to be honest. But let me know what you guys think about this. Where do you guys think T-Mobile's going in the next 5, 6 years, 10 years? Where do you think T-Mobile will be at? I know they'll be last place. I hate to say that, but because I hate to upset people, well, it's the truth. It doesn't even matter if I upset people at this point. It doesn't matter. But that's what it is for T-Mobile. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm very curious, you guys, what you think. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.